Hello friends, today I am once again before you to make a video on a very important topic of grammar, that is reported speech. It is often known as direct and indirect narration is another name of this topic. Direct and indirect reported speech narration. I have often experienced that students, learners are not very efficient in converting direct into indirect. मैं यहाँ पर बहुत सरल तरीके से आपको डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच बनाना सिखाऊंगा. उसमें कुछ फॉर्मूला भी होंगे, यहाँ पर कुछ फॉर्मूला का इस्तेमाल करेंगे बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स लर्न बेटर विद द हेल्प ऑफ फॉर्मूला. सो let us know the difference of direct and indirect speech. First of all, let's know the difference. If a third person, he, वो ये रिपोर्ट करता है, वो ऐसे कहता है, he said to me, I will come to your place tomorrow. ये डायरेक्ट स्पीच हो गया. He said to me, commas, I will come to your place tomorrow. अब जिसको अगर इनडायरेक्ट में कहना है तो हम किस तरीके से कहेंगे? He told me that he would come to my place the next day. अब जो हमने चेंजेस करे, he said to me, commas, I will come to your place tomorrow. Now when we have converted into indirect, you will find some changes. He told me that he would come to my place the next day. There are some changes. और वो चेंजेस क्या हैं? हमने यहाँ कनेक्टर का इस्तेमाल किया है, हमने यहाँ पर टेंस और प्रोनाउन को चेंज किया है. With these changes we make indirect speech. So सबसे पहले हम जानते हैं कि कितने तरीके के डायरेक्ट सेंटेंसेस होते हैं जिनको हमें इनडायरेक्ट में कन्वर्ट करना होता है. So learners, there are 4 kind of sentences. One is assertive sentences. Another is imperative. Next is interrogative, and the last one is exclamatory sentences. Now let's see a few examples of these sentences and how these are converted into indirect speech. Now for example, I am giving you one sentence here. He said to me, I have done my work. This is a sentence in assertive sentence. But first of all, you should know the parts of this sentence. This is in direct form. He said to me, comma, I have done my work, comma close. He said to me वाला जो part है, इसको हम कहते हैं reporting verb. This part is called reporting verb. Very important, ध्यान रखिएगा. और जो कॉमे के अंदर वाला पार्ट है, आई हैव डन माई वर्क, ये कहलाता है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. शॉर्ट में हम कॉमे के बाहर वाले पार्ट को आरबी समझे और कॉमे के अंदर वाले पार्ट को आरएस यानी कि रिपोर्टेड स्पीच समझे हमसे. अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब हेडिंग आपकी आ गई असर्टिव सेंटेंसेस. असर्टिव सेंटेंस 2 सेंटेंस के माध्यम से आपको समझाऊंगा मैं. I will try to make you understand assertive sentences with the help of 2 sentences. He said to me, commas, I have done my work. Sentence number 2. I said to him, you have cheated her. Now see the first sentence. Before we convert these sentences into indirect form, we should know something about this. First of all, we should know that when we open assertive sentence, when we convert assertive into direct, from direct to indirect, we use connector that. Tense and pronouns of reported speech are changed. Okay, and how the pronouns are changed? For this you should know one thing, that is what? You should know the connection of reported speech and reporting verb. See, mind you, I am giving you a word son, S-O-N, son. अब आप सोच रहे होगे सर सन, S-O-N, सन के क्यों बता रहे हैं? सन का मतलब तो बेटा होता है. S-O-N, सन बोला मैंने. यहां सन की बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंस है। तो आप ये समझें यहां पर RS, हम यहां RS देखें, यहां पे RS है लिखा हुआ आपका, ठीक है। RS के आगे लिखा हुआ है 1, 2 एंड 3। नीचे हमने इसके RV ले लिया और जो हमने फर्स्ट लिखा है उसके नीचे हमने लिखा सन का S, सेकंड के नीचे हमने लिखा है O और थर्ड के नीचे हमने लिखा है N। ये सन क्या है? ये बता रहा है रिपोर्ट स्पीच और रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब का कनेक्शन। क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका मतलब ये है कि जो फर्स्ट पर्सन है, फर्स्ट पर्सन कौन कौन से होते हैं? आई होता है और वी होता है, यानी कि फर्स्ट पर्सन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच का किससे चेंज होगा? रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब के सब्जेक्ट से चेंज होगा, एज फॉर सब्जेक्ट। सेकंड पर्सन किससे चेंज होगा? सेकंड पर्सन ऑब्जेक्ट से चेंज होगा। सेकंड पर्सन में क्या आता है? यू और यूर और उससे बनने वाले सारे जितने भी वर्ड्स होते हैं सब आएंगे। थर्ड नंबर पे एन लिखा है, एन का मतलब होता है नो चेंज। इसका मतलब अगर थर्ड पर्सन होगा तो कोई चेंज नहीं होगा। Now let us see the two sentences which I spoke earlier of assertive sentences. He said to me, I have done my work. जब हम सेंटेंस को बनाएंगे तो किस तरह से बनेगा? ये बनेगा He told me that he had done his work. अब देखिए, I फर्स्ट पर्सन है और हमने अभी बताया सन में फर्स्ट पर्सन किससे चेंज होगा? फर्स्ट पर्सन सब्जेक्ट से चेंज होगा। सब्जेक्ट क्या है रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में? ही, तो आई की जगह हमने ही ले लिया यहां पर। सेड टू का टोल्ड होता है और अगर सिर्फ सैड है असर्टिव में तो सैड ही रहेगा, सेड टू का टोल्ड होगा, तो हमने वो चेंज किया है। ही टोल्ड मी दैट ही हैड, मैंने बताया था आपको वर्ब भी चेंज होगी, टेंस भी चेंज होगा, हैव का हैड होगा। डन, बिकॉज माई इज देयर, माई इज फर्स्ट पर्सन, दैट विल कन्वर्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू ही, हिज वर्क. So he had done his work. This will be the complete sentence with all changes. What changes? We use connector that, we change pronoun and we also change verb. With these changes we make indirect speech. Clear? Now let's see the next sentence in the same way. I said to him, you have cheated her. I told him that you, second person, him से change होगा, he हो जाएगा, that he had cheated her. You changed into he and her will not change because the third person, he had cheated her. I told him that he had cheated her. This will be like that. So ये assertive sentences था आपका जिसमें आपको सन को याद रखना है in order to change pronouns. Pronouns इस तरीके change होंगे. This is the best way you will find. This is the best way of changing pronouns. Now let's switch over to another kind of, that is imperative sentences. Now what is imperative sentences? All the sentences which give you a sound of order, request, suggestion, advice, these are all called imperative sentences. They are very easy. In imperative sentences we use connector to, and all other changes are made as we make changes in assertive sentence, जो बताया था मैंने आपको, टेंस और प्रोनाउन जरूर पढ़ने में चेंज होते हैं। However, बहुत ज्यादा टेंस का चेंज की आवश्यकता इसमें नहीं पड़ती। क्यों नहीं पड़ती मैं आपको बताता हूँ। Let's take 2 examples or 3 examples of imperative sentences. The manager said to the typist, type all the letters. Sentence number 1. The doctor said to the patient, don't eat fried food. Next, the little girl said to the gardener, please allow me to enter into the garden. Now see the first sentence. The manager said to the typist. Manager typist को क्या करेगा? Order करेगा, correct. The manager ordered the typist to type all the letters. Connector to use किया, बाकी का सेंटेंस टाइप में कोई चेंज नहीं हुआ because to takes first form of verb. इसी में कह रहा था बहुत ज्यादा टेंसेस चेंज नहीं होते इसमें। हाँ, अगर इससे कोई क्लॉज जुड़ी होती, सेंटेंस कोई जुड़ा होता है इससे आगे जा करके, इफ लग करके या व्हेन लग करके, तो वहां टेंस चेंज हो सकता था। अदरवाइज यहाँ पर टेंस चेंज की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस है आपको, द डॉक्टर सेड टू द पेशेंट। द डॉक्टर क्या करेगा? पेशेंट को एडवाइस करेगा। द डॉक्टर एडवाइज द पेशेंट नॉट टू ईट फ्राइड फूड्स. डोंट इज चेंज इनटू नॉट टू. टू नॉट नहीं होता, बच्चे अक्सर गलती करते हैं. नॉट टू ईट फ्राइड फूड्स. एडवाइस, डॉक्टर एडवाइस करेगा. The little girl said to the gardener, please. Little girl requested the gardener to allow her to enter into the garden. When there will be please in the sentence, then you will be using request. तो इस तरह से as the sound is there, if it's request, you will use request, advice और है, और order है तो आप ordered use करेंगे इसमें. तो imperatives are very simple, you may have understood. Now the most important thing is that is interrogative sentence. We are switching over to interrogative. सबसे ज़्यादा problematic होते हैं interrogative sentences. Interrogative में आपको बता दूं, interrogative हम दो तरह के sentence interrogative में होते हैं. मैंने अपनी पुरानी वीडियो में भी बताया था जब मैंने एक्टिव पैसिव की बात की थी. कौन कौन से होते हैं? एक होता है yes or no टाइप, जिनका sentences which can be answered in yes or no. Do you eat mangoes? Yes or no? How do you eat mangoes? Yes or no? No, you cannot answer in yes or no. You will have to tell that I use mangoes by I scrub the pulp of the mango with the help of spoons, or I eat it directly. Okay, so you have to answer it. So the two types there, yes or no type and WH type. Now there is not much difference in yes or no type or WH type. In yes or no type, you will be using connector if or whether. Tense or pronoun will be changed, and other changes will be made as we saw in the assertive sentences. But what is the difference in yes or no and WH type? In WH type, this is the small difference. In WH type sentence, we don't take connector from outside. हम बाहर से नहीं लेते, वो WH वर्ड खुद कनेक्टर बन जाता है. अगर what है तो what है, how है तो how है, when है तो when है, और where है तो where है. बट लेकिन मैं इससे पहले आपको एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात बताना चाहता हूं, सेंटेंस के माध्यम से बताऊंगा आपको. मैं सेंटेंस देखिए. He said to me, are you cleaning the room? This is the yes or no type sentence. Said to will be changed into asked. He asked me if I was cleaning the room. If I was cleaning the room, if we use if, and after if we did not touch verb. First of all, we switch over to the subject, that is you, and you change into I according to son. I was cleaning my room, and after that we use was here. I was cleaning my room. This is yes or no type. See second sentence. I said to him, what has he done? I asked him what he had done. Now see here. Now the question rises, after converting direct into indirect, whether we will be using question mark or not. No question mark will be used. Why? See the sentence, form of sentence. See the first sentence. He asked me if I was cleaning the room. If I was cleaning the room. So here what we have done, we have used subject first and verb was later. And this is used in assertive sentences. This is not was I. This is I was. And you know these kind of sentences are called assertive sentence, where we use subject first and then verb, that is called assertive. So when this is an assertive sentence, we have converted the interrogative into assertive. Why will be using interrogative mark of interrogation? I think this is very much clear to you. Okay. So now after interrogative, we are switching over to exclamatory, the last type of sentences, exclamatory sentences. In exclamatory sentence, we convert said or said into exclaimed, and we use connector that here, and all other changes are made like we saw in the assertive. Tense use, change of tense, pronoun change, all these changes will be made. Exclamatory sentence. Yes, in exclamatory sentence, alas is given, then we'll be using exclaimed with sorrow. And if hooray is given, we'll be using exclaimed with joy. So see the two type of sentences here. I'm giving only two sentences here. Three sentences, okay. The old lady said, alas, my life has been wasted. The old lady exclaimed with sorrow that her life had been wasted. No exclamation. Again we have converted into assertive sentence. Next sentence. The captain of the team said, "Hooray, we have won." The captain of the team exclaimed with joy that we, converted into that they had won. Next and last sentence, this is very important, try to understand it. The little girl said, "How beautiful the rain is." The little girl exclaimed that the rain was very beautiful. See, we have deleted how from here. How and what. If they are used in exclamatory sentence, we will not be using it. And mind you, to find the subject in exclamatory, you will have to move in the last. If the sentence are beginning with how or what and showing exclamation, showing surprise, then you will find the subject at last. How beautiful the rain is? The rain is the subject here. So how did we make it? The little girl exclaimed that the rain was very beautiful. And you can use here a sort of additional sentence we have use here very beautifully in order to make it more advanced, more to give it more surprise, to give it a length. We have used it very good. So these were the direct and indirect sentence, and for you now I am giving you 4 type of sentences using all these. Number 1 sentence, I said to him, "You have put on weight." Assertive sentence. Next, my mother said to me, commas, "Why are you not cleaning your shoes?" Next, imperative. The judge said, "Call the next case. Call the next witness." Next and last is the exclamatory. The villager said, "What a dialogue." See, in the last sentence you will have to find the subject in the last, what a dialogue, and in this there is no subject. So in such sentence we suppose what a dialogue it is. So we'll be taking it is as, considering it as hidden, and we're taking it as a subject. So doston, I think that now you have learned much about direct and indirect. Hope that this will be advantageous. This video will be advantageous for you. Thank you, and hope to have subscription from you, and I'll be making more videos. So thank you once again. Namaskar.